Enemy of man. Joel is the enemy of man. He kills all those people in there. He kills the doctor. That may have been one of the few doctors left for
That's
humanity.
right.
Because where are they going to get new training for new doctors? Like medical
Yeah.
schools are all gone. Books, there are books, but it's not the same as like being in the class with the surgeons and stuff.
That's right.
So Joel is the enemy of man.
No matter how hard you try, no matter how many people you kill, she's gonna grow up, Joel.
That's right.
Then what? How long till she's torn apart by infected or murdered by raiders? Because she lives in a broken world that you could have saved.
It isn't for you to decide.
Or you.
True.
So what would she decide? Because I think she'd want to do what's right. And you know it.
He does. That is what she would have done.
It's not too late. Even after what you've done, we can still find a way.
You'd just come after her.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
He's right. Yeah, she would have come after him. But she's right. Ellie would have given her life, I guess, to the mission. Although they didn't ask. I mean, I guess I'm filling in blanks. I don't know if she would have died for it. Like, she definitely wanted to go to them, to the Fireflies. On the other hand, she's also a kid. Like, and she also has lacking information because the Fireflies hide stuff from her. She never got to see what their facility operates like. They knocked her out and then they put her right into surgery. So, oh gosh, I mean, on one hand, Joel is the enemy of man because he killed the doctor and Marlene, who is an excellent Firefly organizer, the commander, right? Like, at this point, we don't know if Fedra is going to be the future government or if Fireflies are, and you've just taken down someone who's very smart.
Well,
was it just
one thing I was going to bring up is, let's say you're in a hospital today, in modern day, okay, and there's 5 patients in the hospital. One needs some kidneys, one needs a liver, one needs a heart, and what else do we transplant?
brains?
Yeah, so there's 5 organs that 5 different patients need. So why don't we go to the waiting room and pick a person, kill them, take their organs, and rescue 5 people?
I've never been in
That's
this
a 1
situation.
for 5.
I've never been in this situation. Is that not how we do things?
That is
I
not
don't
how
know.
we
I
do
don't-
things.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we go to the waiting room of the hospital, kill somebody? Because you get 5 lives for 1.
Yeah.
To the extreme, we're doing Ellie is 1 for everybody. Is that the right thing to do? Where's the crossover?
Fuck. Yeah. Is there a magic number where the trade becomes okay? Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. But it's not just Ellie versus for everyone alive. It's Ellie versus for everyone that could possibly be alive in the future. Like, humanity could be ended by the cordyceps. We need to prioritize surviving, keeping the species alive.
So in that case, we're not just talking finding the cure, which is this whole supply chain, logistics, expertise nightmare. But then we're
Exploratory.
talking the logistics of distributing the cure.
Sure. I can deal with that later. But I just need to first be able to know, is this something that could work? But that only works if we keep Ellie alive. If I cut out her brain, and then I mean, how am I going to keep her brain on ice for, like, they did not think this through.
Put it on ice.
Put it on ice. It's chill idea.
I also suspect that she's not the only one in the world. It would be hard to believe that she's the only one. You got billions of people. This is a small section of the world, just North America. We've got Africa, which has much higher genetic diversity. We got Asia, India, all of those places, much larger populations, maybe. And they're going to be having the same sort of chaos. And through that, there's probably people in similar situations to Ellie, maybe differently cured people. I would find it hard to believe she's the only one.
And so actually, Ellie's mom really messed up. She really messed up by telling Marlene that she had cut the umbilical cord before she had been bitten.
That's right.
She should have told Marlene, I got bit and cut the umbilical cord quickly. Just watch this baby for a day or two. Like, see if it dies. Like, that's totally within Marlene's ability to just put it in a box, put the baby in a box with some air holes and be like, does it turn or not? Because if Ellie's mother had told Marlene the truth about being bitten while the umbilical cord was connected, they could have recreated it. Now, kind of awful. But if this is for saving humanities, for humanity, then maybe you sacrifice some mommy. I don't want to finish the sentence.
Well, I mean, okay, but Marlene has critical eyewitness information about how Ellie got immune. She has important information. She's not thinking about, okay, let's just kill Ellie because the cure is there. But what about the information that she knows about the circumstances of Ellie's birth?
Right. From her perspective, what she saw and heard was that Ellie was cut from the umbilical cord and then the mother was bit. So in principle, should be clean, should be separated. The immunity should be purely just random happenstance of Ellie's genetics.
So a good doctor would make sure to do those studies. You know, I think it'd be like, was anybody there? Do we know anybody that was there at the birth? What's the mother? Who's the father? Who's the grandparents?
Do you know for sure?
Circumstances. Oh, Marlene, you were there at the birth? Well, let's take some notes here. What did
Oh wait,
see?
you weren't quite there at the birth. You were pretty close. Oh wait, you were the umbilical was cord. Did you see that? Did you see it for sure?
Yeah.
Right, and then there would just be a little bit of question, and so then you'd have a little bit of variance of maybe this could be a reason. That's right. So this doctor is not a good thinker.
Right. So he didn't even know that he has an eyewitness. The line of questioning should have directly led to Marlene giving her testimony about what happened at birth.
And he doesn't need to be militant about it. He just needs to be a little bit curious. Figure it out.
These questions.
What's the situation before you start slicing and dicing?
And if he doesn't know what questions to ask, he needs to find somebody who knows what question to ask, or get to the library, start reading. He should know what to look up, at least epidemiology and stuff like that, to figure out what kind of questions do I ask, to figure out like, hey, I got somebody who's immune.
That's right.
So he's a quack.
And even if you don't, even people that are not trained in the medical field can still ask questions that can be meaningful. They may not be technical, but hey, sometimes that's what you need. You need an outside eye to ask a seemingly simple question that actually has big effects.
Right. All right. That's right. But instead, he's like, stab, 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 killer. What's the cure?
Stab. I'm a scalpel man.
Scalpel, slice,
Scalpel.
and dice.
The doctor's the enemy of man. I changed my mind.